like, or maybe using AI to draft content for you. So nowadays, in the in this digital world where people are more often using the AI tools to write content for them, it actually maybe because of my experience, or I have seen in my team as well, we are actually able to see any content. We can actually judge whether this content is by AI or it is written by human. It is very important that you add human touch in your content and write actually what you feel instead of using any AI.
So we need humanized content to be posted on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Okay.
So one of the one or two of the names which I would like to mention specifically is the Sugar Cosmetics CEO, Miss Vinita Singh, or maybe Aman from Boat, or Narayan Murthy from the CEO.
Hello and welcome to the exclusive interview by Bharat CXO, where we bring insightful conversation with leaders in shaping the future and technology. Today we have Ms. Mohini Singh, co-founder and CMO of CXO Junction. Thank you for joining us, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Tanita, for inviting.
Let's dive in. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, where are you from, and your background?
Sure. So first of all, thank you so much, Bharat CXO, for inviting me at your exclusive podcast. It's my pleasure to be here. And talking about myself, I come originally from North India, and it has been pleasure and it has been a privilege of like living into various cities across India, being my father into Indian Armed Forces. And I'm currently the co-founder of a media house called as CXO Junction, which we have a global presence across Asia Pacific and Middle East, and currently we are very known for our wide range of offerings in the B2B marketing, as well as like PR marketing and other B2B marketing services. So like earlier in my college days, when I was actually studying, I explored my passion in marketing, business management, PR domain. So that is where I like pursued my education from IIM Lucknow. Wonderful learning experience from there. So far I have like 5 years of experience in this industry, and like have a vision to contribute more and more to it.
That's fantastic. Okay, 50 rupees a day is a powerful title. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, so it's actually 50 rupees that changed my life. So why I actually wanted to emphasize on this line is because earlier in my college, after my college actually, there was a time when I had a strong interest in the entertainment industry. So I had strong interest in shooting short films, having my own YouTube channel, and participating in a lot of fashion and modeling contests. So that is where I realized the importance of personal branding.
Yes.
So what I did is I actually requested one of my friends. What he was offering to me is that I invested like 50 rupees to him, and he and he generated like 10,000 plus followers on my Instagram channel. Quickly, instantly. So and then after that, I was just looking for some jobs, some internships, and Cyberfrat happened to me, where my boss actually found me on Internshala, and he actually hired me for a reason, seeing my followers. He had a vision that maybe maybe my followers will help him to grow his brand, and maybe they will watch this will be a great brand awareness thing for him to hire me. But sooner and eventually he realized that those followers were not so active on the Instagram, and he could not gain anything out of it. But by then I was able to prove my worth to him by my hard work and results. So that is how my like my career started. I actually just invested 50 rupees and I got hired as an intern. And today I stand as a co-founder along with him, working with him. So this is about me.
That's really great. Okay, how would you elaborate the importance of personal branding in today's generation, in today's professional growth?
Right. So I think personal branding plays a very crucial role, and it is not additional thing to do. It has become a necessity for any individual who wants to grow his career.
Yes.
Like the one thing which I've realized is people meets you, like before anybody meets you, they see your maybe your LinkedIn profile, your Instagram profile, and the content you publish.
Yes.
Right. So it matters a lot what kind of content you are posting on your social media, and what kind of value, what kind of experience, what kind of knowledge you are expressing on your social media. That actually defines actually who you are.
Yeah.
And it's very important. Personal branding is very important to not only just to represent you as an individual, but also it will help you in grow your career, in your career growth. Because if I am looking for any resource to hire them,
Yes.
I will definitely whenever I receive resumes from my HR, I actually go on to the LinkedIn channel. I check their LinkedIn as well, how active they are, and what kind of thoughts they represent, and how they and I actually judge them how they are going to contribute in my organization. So that is the reason personal branding is very important for me.
Great. That is very important nowadays for build ourselves. Also, what are some strategies you recommend for professional to amplify their personal brand, especially on platforms like LinkedIn, as you just mentioned earlier? How do you want to amplify? What are the strategies you are wanting to add more on?
I think some of the strategies which I will definitely like to mention is, the kind of content you are posting.
Yes.
The staying consistent on social media. A lot of time it happens that you are posting it and then you are away from social media like for 3 months, 4 months. It's very important to be consistent.
Yes.
It's very important to engage your audience, network with your audience. For example, if you are posting something and audience is finding value on your post, they are actually commenting on your post. So which means that they are actually spending time on reading your content and they found it valuable.
Yes.
If you want to do personal branding, it is important that you reply to those comments, you talk to them personally, you network with them personally, and you build a good network. Sometimes it happens that a lot of people thinks that to do personal branding in isolation, they do not prefer to be in a network. It is very important to be in network. So these are some of the strategies. I think this definitely works.
Okay. Also, as a net marketer, how do you approach organization branding differently from personal branding?
I think personal branding and organizational branding are two different things. And if you differentiate, whenever I do branding for any organization, they have a different vision, they have a different mission, and their goal is very much different from personal branding. It's like they want to represent their product, their services in such a way which is valuable to the customers.
Yes.
The three key things they have to keep in mind while branding is their customers, their stakeholders, and their employees. Right. And while we talk about personal branding, it is all about how you are representing yourself, your knowledge, your experience. So these are the two different things. And whenever you do branding for any organization, you have to take care about their logo, how their logo is representing in the market, how often they should represent their logo presence in front of the right target audience, right? So these all things take place. Yes, this all things very much matters.
What are the common mistakes you see professionally make when they try to build their personal brand?
I think personal brand, the common mistakes I have seen is one of them I just mentioned, the lack of inconsistency, the lack of being in a network, and following or making some monotonous posts, or maybe using AI to draft content for you. So nowadays in this digital world where people are more often using the AI tools to write content for them, it actually maybe because of my experience, or I have seen in my team as well, we are actually able to see any content. We can actually judge whether this content is by AI or it is written by human. It is very important that you add human touch in your content and write actually what you feel instead of using any AI.
So we need humanized content to be posted on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Okay.
So one of the one or two of the names which I would like to mention specifically is the Sugar Cosmetics CEO, Miss Vinita Singh,
Yes.
or maybe Aman from Boat, or Narayan Murthy from the CEO, from Infosys. So these names are are perfectly defined how to do a personal branding and what level they have reached, representing themselves, representing the values they are offering.
Yes. So coming back to your personal journey, from earning the Women Leadership Award to growing your company, what achievement do you find the most proud of?
Sorry. I think like receiving the Women Leadership Award was a humbling moment for me, a very humbling experience. I actually went to Delhi from Mumbai.
Yes.
And I got to know that there were like 10,000 plus nominations that they received, and out of that 10,000, I was amongst the top 100 women who got this award of leadership.
Congratulations.
So, thank you so much for that. So I feel very grateful about receiving that award. But moreover, there are a lot of achievements which I'm so much proud of. I cannot define one, but still to let you know that I feel more prouder. I feel that something I've achieved when I see the kind of happiness, the kind of proudness I see in my parents, my mentors, my team's eyes about me. When they take pride on me, I feel very much proud.
Congratulations. Do you have any mentor or a guiding force in your life? If yes, how do they shape your perception?
Okay. I think yes, of course, I have a mentor in my life, and I have so many mentors in my life. I keep learning and being, I keep learning from all the people around me.
Yes.
And I have specifically some mentors who help me shape my vision about anything, whether it's personal or my professional life. But I never miss out to take my one of my mentors' name, who is Mr. Gaurav Batra, who is the founder and who is the other co-founder of CX Redemption. And he has been the one who has helped me shape my life so far. And talking about perspective, the change in perspective, I think I have changed my entire shape of my life. So yes, mentorship plays a very crucial role, and one of the lessons which I would like to definitely convey, what I've learned from him, is make mistakes. If you are feeling demotivated about anything, you did wrong, you should actually look at me. So I have made a lot of mistakes in my daily life, and I keep doing mistakes in my work. And he never scolds me. He always tells me that if you won't make mistakes, how will you grow?
Yes.
So making mistakes is always an opportunity to learn and to do the right thing. So I think this is one of the key lessons which I would like to mention.
Okay, that's very sweet of him. Also, how do your hobbies like chess resonate with your work?
Okay. So yes, I love playing chess, and talking about my past, I used to play chess a lot during my school and college days, and I also represented Daman and Diu. Where Daman and Diu went to the national level for chess championship. Yes. I was part of that first initial team, and there were like 5 rounds of it, playing it. And I actually defeated Madhya Pradesh in front of Daman and Diu. So that is one of the proudest moments.
Kudos to you.
So how it resonates right now also in my life or in my work is, chess is always about strategically thinking about the next move.
Yes.
Each move you make is has a purpose, right? And the focus, the dedication it demands. Same thing my work demands. So that is the reason I continue to play chess whenever I get time. And whenever I'm, I want to relax, and I do not feel like I'm more focused toward one particular thing, then I actually make my focus here.
Yeah. Okay. What are the key takeaways or piece of advice for the aspiring leaders you would like to give?
Okay. I think one would be, believing manifestation is powerful. So when you keep your focus and energy in the right direction, positive outcomes do happens.
Yes.
So this will be one, and second would be, wake up and build your own personal brand, build your own active digital presence, and it will definitely help you throughout your journey.
Thank you, Ms. Mohini Singh, the co-founder and CMO at CXO Junction. It was a great pleasure having you on our podcast. Also, guys, she is the first woman on our podcast with young, dynamic, authentic personality like you. Gave us an insightful conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nandita, for inviting me. It was great having this conversation with you, and I just hope that some of the content will definitely help some people to take great actions and great ideas from this podcast.